Hello, I'm Father Joe Gundleus, pastor of St. Malachy Catholic Church in Sterling Heights, Archdiocese of Detroit. Welcome to Saint of the Day. Today is March the 29th. We have two saints today, St. Gundleus and St. Gladys. I remember when I was in middle school, a movie came out called Bonnie and Clyde. It was the first movie of the great Gene Wilder was in on it. And of course, Bonnie and Clyde is a true story about two bank robbers who went about the South and the Midwest robbing banks for a living. If you like that kind of movie, it was a pretty good one, Bonnie and Clyde. Well, our saints today are kind of like an ancient version of Bonnie and Clyde, so let me explain. Gundleus and Gladys lived in what's now modern-day Wales, around the year 500. This is the time of King Arthur. Yes, the famous King Arthur of the Round Table. Gundleus, he was baptized a Christian. He wasn't particularly devout. Fell in love with Gladys and wanted to marry Gladys. Gladys's father was a Welsh chieftain, but that chieftain wanted nothing to do with Gundleus, thought him to be nothing but riffraff, and refused to let his daughter marry this guy. So one night, Gundleus sneaks into the chieftain's house, and Gladys and him break out and flee into the wilderness, and then find some preacher out there to marry them. And so this infuriates Gladys's father, whose name is Brechin, and Brechin wants to muster the clan and arm everybody and march out there and find this Gundleus and do him in and get his daughter back. But word of this escapade got to King Arthur, and Arthur wasn't too far away, and he comes to meet Brechin and convinces him to just let his daughter go. He says, this is the man she wants, so let it be. I'm convinced something good will come of this. And something good of this did come, but it took a number of years. They had a son. And their son grew up very devout in the faith. Unlike their parents, he really was cared about Christ and wanted to do what was right. Meanwhile, all this time, Gundleus and Gladys they're paying their bills by, robbing rich Welshmen all over the place, like Robin Hood and something like that, except that they weren't giving the money to the poor, they were keeping the money themselves. And their son, now in his teenage years, decided, this is just wrong, and confronted his parents, said, how can you call yourself Christians? When what you're doing is wrong, thou shalt not steal, and that's what you do, and you should stop. Well, hearing this, I'm sure they heard that before, but hearing it from their son shook Gundleus and Gladys to the core. And they renounced their ways, and they gave what loot they had acquired to the poor, and Gundleus joined a monastery, and Gladys joined a convent. And the story of this spread throughout the Welsh kingdom and greatly impressed a lot of people, so that many, many years later, at very old ages when they passed away, the people declared them saints, St. Gundleus and St. Gladys.